Working with a glass is a similar approach to all of my work, really. And when I first came to Taiwan, I found it was with people with a glass factory who did printing on glass. So those are the materials. And so I just decided to try and see what I could do with those materials. And I had a friend who did ceramics who let me use his kiln, and it just developed from there, really. So it's not sort of expensive glass like what you call lioli in Chinese. It's just ordinary glass, like from the windows and things. So yeah, that was basically it, really. Just trying to, nobody taught me, I just to develop my own techniques and see what I could do. In a way, I don't, this doesn't make them any better or any worse, but they're not art. It's not supposed to be fine art. You know, I'm trying to make something, it can be beautiful and practical, and it doesn't need to, I don't need to say anything that it's like some fantastic art piece. They're not, but somewhat, you know, they are very nice things, I think. And what I wanted to do with this kind of work, it's all very well making a sculpture and it costs $1 million NT. I mean, who can afford that? But these are 450 NT, and you can have a unique piece of something that nobody else has got one the same. So that was really all I was trying to do, I think. It's just like trying to bring art, enable people to afford something. I mean, but I know not everybody can afford to spend 5,000 on a bowl, but perhaps if you wanted to buy a special present for your wife or husband, whatever, you know, that's something you can probably afford once a year. And I think that's all, really. Well, the drawings are more recent work, really. At least I've always done these drawings, but never seriously tried to produce them. You know, they're just in sketchbooks all over the place. Sometimes I draw them on the glass. And anyway, so I don't know why, but last year I started to spend a lot more time on them and to produce, you know, a better quality of them, and then have them photographed at a very high resolution and then made into prints that we can sell, which then is the same kind of effect as I was talking about with the glass. That they're not that expensive, you know. It's not an original, but it's a limited edition. There's not many of them. But the drawings themselves are all about systems, really. It's like finding one thing and just repeating it and repeating it and repeating it until it builds up a pattern. And it's like sort of like having some rules and then just following them and seeing what happens. I've been living in Taiwan for 20 years, and I've been working in this area in the Beijing for 20 years as well. So it's an area that I know very well, geographically, and the people, I suppose, as well, the culture. And working with all that has enabled me to do workshops in the community, to be able to bring my art to them and to bring them to me as well, I suppose. And in a way, it's like what I was saying about the glass, about trying to bring art into people's lives. I think if you're just having exhibitions somewhere, most people won't want to come in because they feel a bit scared of it, I don't know. But by doing the workshops, you can make contact with people, and I don't know, it's just, again, I was talking about my work and about systems and so on, that if I do a workshop, I try to come up with a system where I can give whoever it is, and it doesn't matter how old they are, it doesn't matter if they're 6 years old or they're 90 years old, that I know that they'll be able to make something that they'll be happy with, that they'll take home. And quite often they'll be amazed, they think they didn't know they'd be able to do it.